Hi, welcome to Easy Breezy Math Tips for Teachers. This is a video today I'm going to do is the best way to multiply and divide positive and negative integers, okay? There's a lot going on with this topic, and this is one these are mistakes we see people make or students make in math. Even when they get up to higher math, they still make some simple mistakes when it comes to these things. And it's because we're not thinking about it the right way. We want to think about again what we really have going on and not just remember some rule or some formula or something like that. We want to understand it. Okay. We want to understand it on a deeper level. Even this simple stuff. So let's begin. Right away, I see a 3 times a -2, okay? So when you introduce this, what you want people to realize this is, first of all, it's next to parentheses, so I know I'm gonna multiply. But this is 3 -2s. That's what that really is. That's 3 -2s. This is remember, multiplication is just repeated addition. So when you talk about this, you want them to think of it as -2 being repeated 3 times, okay? -2 plus -2 plus -2, all those negatives, you end up with the bigger negative number, -6. That's what it is. That's why the way you wanna think about it, right? Here, I would even phrase this the same way. That's 5 -4s. That's what that is. It's -4 being repeated 5 times. So if we do that, we know that's gonna be a -20. Okay? We're repeating the negative number. Repeated addition is what multiplication really is. Let's take a look at this one. Here, now I have a negative times a negative. When you introduce negative numbers, you want to make sure your students know that they mean the opposite. What's the opposite of left? Right. What's the opposite of up? Down. What's the opposite of negative? Positive. Okay. So I start off with my numbers being positive. Then I have the opposite and the opposite. So it goes negative back to positive. So this is a double opposite, which gives me a positive number. And that's the way you want to think of it. Negatives create opposites. Okay. Here, this is 4 -5s again. I repeated that one, gives me a -20. All right. Here, I have division. In my division, I'm taking this -10 and I'm dividing it by 2. If I divide it in half, that -10, that will give me a -5. And I want to think of it that way. It's a negative number being split in two separate negative numbers. Okay. Uh, Division is repeated subtraction. So we want to think of it that way. Here, -30 divided by 10. Well, that's going to be, I'm sorry, -30 divided by 3. That's going to give us a -10 for our answer. And I always say the answer. That's a habit of mine. So we'll have -30 divided by 10, and that's what we have. We have what it equals. Here, I have -40 and -8. So for that one, this is another opposite and an opposite. I have two things going on here. This double opposite gives me a positive number, and I will have 40 divided by 8, which is 5. You just want them to think of it this way. I've seen teachers give so many different things to try to memorize this, different ways. I've seen a face, the happy face, where you got the X, a plus here and a negative there. You're doing all these things. We don't want to do these things. We just want to understand the math. That way, as I get on to higher math, I won't get tripped up. All right. This is a -18 divided into 3 equal parts. That gives me a -6. It makes sense this way, and that's the way we want to teach it. All right. Thank you for listening in on this video. Easy breezy math, multiplying positive negative integers. If you like the video, go ahead and give me a like button, drop a comment, let me know how I can improve. Thanks.